Alrighty, folks, we're now hitting at 86% in our last 24 chairman package picks on my premium page. And the good news is I have another chairman package pick going off here today. And if you sign up for my full access, all-inclusive chairman membership, you're going to get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to my chairman podcast absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase. Now, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on my free videos and what I do on my premium site. Well, what I do here with the free videos is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in really any given sport, side, and total. What I do on my premium page is, well, I actually share with you which one of these free plays I actually like the best. I'm 5-1 in my last 6 daily best plays, 7-1 with a couple of pushes in my last 10 chairman package picks. And finally, folks, once again, we're hitting at 86% in my last 24 chairman package plays in that very same category. And the good news is I have plays going off in both of those memberships here today. The site is patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to start off with the Hawks at the Wizards, 3 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Atlanta's the 6-point favorite, totals 252. Now, the Hawks are a top 3 point producing team. Trae Young averages a team-high 27 points a night, second in the league in assists. Meanwhile, DeJounte Murray is dropping over 20 points a game himself. Now, they're taking on a Washington team who allows more points per contest than any other roster in basketball, really struggling defensively, obviously. And I'll tell you, the reason for that is their inability to rebound on defense. These guys are dead last in defensive boards per game. Now, injury-wise, Gallinari is questionable for the Wizards. DeAndre Hunter still inactive for the Hawks. Atlanta saw overs in 6 out of their last 10 ball games. 7-3 to the over in their last 10 meetings with the Wizards. So if you're into historical trends, plenty of overs to go around. And I'll tell you what, in those head-to-head contests I just mentioned, Washington's allowing 122 points a game. As far as this season's concerned, the Wizards have seen 62% of their home games get over the line. Give me Atlanta -6 over 252. Next matchup, Celtics Spurs, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Boston's the 13-point favorite, totals 238.5. And I'll tell you, I can't in good conscience back the Spurs here. I don't really care how big this number is. San Antonio's proven to play their worst basketball at home. These guys are just 2-13 straight up on their own court. And when it comes to defensive play, they just can't guard the three-pointer. They're allowing more 3 balls a game on D than any other franchise in the NBA. And unfortunately for them, the Celtics currently have the hot hand from long range. Boston makes more 3-pointers per contest than any other team in the association. Derek White's drilling over 41% of his long balls. Jason Tatum leads the club in points. Now, injury-wise, Drew Holiday's battling a sore elbow. Keep an eye on him. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, on the other side of things, Devontae Graham is day-to-day. Now, 13 out of 15 home games for San Antonio got over the total. They're also 7-1 to the over against the Eastern Conference. Meanwhile, Boston, on the other side, they saw 5 out of their last 6 out-of-conference ball games get over the line. Give me Boston -13 over 238.5. Next contest, Nets Thunder, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Oklahoma City's -7.5, totals 237. Now, OKC should be able to get the job done in this spot here. They've covered in 12 of 17 contests in the Paycom Center. And even though most of the attention is given to the offensive output, you also got to keep in mind that this is the toughest team to shoot against from the field. They've got the lowest defensive field goal percentage in the entire NBA. Now, they're taking on a Nets team who's a bottom 10 field goal shooting team themselves. And out of Brooklyn's last 9 ball games, they failed to cover the point spread in all of them except for one. 4 out of the Nets' last 5 contests did get over the total. Looking at overs against the likes of the Bucks, Pistons, and Nuggets. Meanwhile, OKC went 70% to the over in their last 10. Give me OKC minus 7.5, over 237. Next game, Lakers, Pelicans, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. New Orleans is minus 5, totals 229.5. Now, the Pels have played some pretty good basketball over the past handful of weeks. They're 6-3 straight up in their last 9, and they've been quite tough on defense, especially in the first half. They're allowing fewer second quarter points than any other team in the league right now. When it comes to guarding the long ball, well, they're also in the top 3 in the West in defending the three-pointer. They're taking on a Laker club on the other side, who's one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the game. They're currently in the bottom 3 in 3 balls made per contest. When it comes to rebounding the basketball, well, these guys do not do it well on the road. They're actually in the bottom 10 in boards per contest away from home. D'Angelo Russell is questionable for the Lakers. Gabe Vincent's still out. Meanwhile, for the Pels, Zeller and Murphy could potentially suit up here today, both officially day-to-day. 5 out of the Pels' last 9 did get over the line. Overs against the likes of Memphis, Cleveland, and San Antonio. The Lakers are 12-6 to the over in their travels. Give me the Pelicans minus 5, over 229.5. Next game, Magic Suns, 8 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Phoenix is minus 6.5, totals 230. And for a team laying a few baskets here, the Suns have not been great at covering the point spread recently. As a matter of fact, these guys have been downright bad against the number. They're 2-8 against the spread in their last 10. And when they play at home, well, same song and dance there. Out of 17 contests on their own court, Phoenix covered only 5 times. That's good for just 29% in that particular category. And they're taking on an Orlando team who's covering in 75% of their out-of-conference ball games. And the big strength of this Orlando team is their ability to play defense. They're in the top 5 in defensive points per game. They're also one of the best defensive rebounding clubs in the Eastern Conference. Paolo Banchero snags 7 boards a game. Club leader in points on offense. Meanwhile, Franz Wagner is averaging 21 points a night himself. Now, injury-wise, Ingles, Harris, Isaac, and Carter are questionable for Orlando. Damian Lee still sidelined for Phoenix. 7 out of the Suns' last 10 outings did fall under the total. Meanwhile, Orlando's 7-3 to the under in their last 10 themselves. Give me the Magic plus 6.5, under 230. And with that, folks, we are going to jump into our next and final matchup for the video. It's going to be in that Kings-Grizzlies game, 8 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Sacramento is the 1-point favorite, totals 236. Now, the Kings do have a losing record in their in-conference road games. They're having all kinds of problems rebounding the basketball in those contests. As a matter of fact, Sacramento is a bottom 10 rebounding team on the road. And as good as they've been offensively, the Kings, for some reason, can't shoot the 3 ball in their travels. They're a bottom 5 3-point shooting team on the road in the West. And they're taking on a Memphis team who won 4 out of their last 6 themselves. And they actually do a decent job on defense. These guys are in the top 5 in the West in guarding the field goal. Meanwhile, late in games, you just can't score on these guys. They're allowing fewer fourth-quarter points than any other roster besides one. Now, injury-wise, Rose, Kennard, and Clark are still inactive for Memphis. When it comes to the total, the Grizzlies saw unders in 5 out of their last 8 ball games. They're also 9-4 to the under at the FedEx Forum. Meanwhile, Sacramento's gone 64% to the under in their road trips. Give me the Grizzlies plus 1, under 236. And with that, folks, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Give me the Hawks minus 6, over 252. Celtics minus 13, over 238.5. OKC minus 7.5, over 237. I'm hitting at 86% my last 24 chairman package picks on my premium page. And if you sign up for that pick here today, You're actually going to get full access to my premium page every single day for the next 30 days. It's an all-access pass. The link for my site is in my bio. Pelicans -5 over 229.5. Magic +6.5 under 230. With my next and final free pick for the video, give me the Grizzlies +1 under 236.